Hi, it's almost 10 p.m. on Friday night. Yes, finally, it's Friday. We had a long week. So, today I have these 3 contents for today's video. And before start today's contents, I have to admit that I have been wrong direction for my channel. So, I think about what is the concept of my channel, Ask Japan. So, the concept of this channel is, the reason why I named this channel as Ask Japan is that I wanted to answer any questions that you would like to know about Japan. So that's why I have named this channel Ask Japan. So I'm thinking about I should come back to my original concept. So from now on, first of all, I'm going to ask you, give me any questions that you want to know about Japan. And I'm sorry to say that I cannot read all the comments from you guys. So I'm going to pick up some of your comments, and especially the questions that you want to know about Japan. So please keep in your mind. So in the comment box, please put, for example, let's say the double quotation, and maybe you say like question, the question and with double quotation. And then you can write the questions or request that you want me to deep dive and answer, and regarding especially Japan, and especially whatever you want to know Japan. I'm going to read some of your questions when I have time, and I'm going to answer in the future some of your questions. So I thought about this is the concept that I started this channel. So I should come back to my original concept. So please feel free to write any questions and requests, especially regarding Japan. What would you like to know Japan? So, and again, I'm sorry to say that I can't read all the comments. Maybe I'm going to read some of your questions when I have time, and I will pick up some of your questions, and maybe in the upcoming videos I will answer some of your questions. So, and next thing that I should mention is that, so at the beginning of today's video, I said I have been wrong I have been wrong direction. So recently I made several videos showing my struggle, especially with my wife, my kids, and it's a true story. And actually I have fixed most of my family matter. So from now on, I'm going to focus on my original, concept, other than the Ask Japan, ask me any questions. So my focus and my channel is focusing on to give you my just a reality for the typical Japanese middle-aged man, and I'm 50 years old. So I would like to give you the reality, and without any, the fake story. So true story. And also maybe some of you may like me to show the older video games. So, and sometimes I'm going to talk about what I've been thinking and what I've been struggling with. So that's why today I have these 3 topics. So don't leave, and please stay with me. So the first content today is going to be just in a simple what I ate for today's dinner meal. And I ate a special ice cream. So I'm going to show you what I ate for today's dinner meal in the first part of this video. And in the second part of this video, I would like to give you an interesting story explaining why Japanese middle-aged men are struggling. So I just found very interesting article explaining why many Japanese middle-aged men like me in my generation actually are struggling. So I'm going to give you a very interesting story, and after that I'm going to give you my point of view. And my final part of today's video, I'm going to play some older game from Nintendo Entertainment System. So don't leave. Please stay with me. So if you like to watch some of that, just to skip the first part or second part or third part. Just to stay with me. So this is my tonight dinner meal. Pizza, very thin pizza actually. It's called, and pasta. So and broccoli and chicken leftover. So my wife ordered Uber Eats. So and my wife and kids have already gone to bed, so I'm going to eat alone. Okay, first let's have a pizza, tomato sauce pizza, and a mozzarella cheese on it. Looks nice. Very simple, but the simple is best. And the pizza, I should put this pizza into micro oven, but it's okay for me to eat cold pizza. And the broccoli. And the chicken. Special salt, I think. mentioned the salt. Actually, my family eats maybe once a month, like Italian, and for the special occasion, even though we don't have any special occasion today, maybe, you know, I can imagine my wife was too tired to prepare tonight dinner meal. So that's why I think she just ordered Uber Eats. Though I don't know the truth, because when I came back, these, you know, dishes were ready for me to eat. So when we eat pasta, spaghetti, most Japanese people like eat with noisy sound like this. This is a typical way, Japanese way to eat Japanese soba and a ramen noodle and a udon noodle. We actually eat with, we suck with sucking the noodle, not the eat. So sorry for if you feel uncomfortable with my way to eat like this, but you know, you have to understand this is the typical way. And actually we don't eat like this in a restaurant. This is true. But in your house, in our houses, people, I can believe that most of Japanese people eat like this. And this is today's my special dessert. It's Yukimi Daifuku. This ice cream has become one of the most popular ice cream sold at the convenience store. It's cheap. It's just 90 cents. So in the Daifuku, actually, it says Daifuku. Daifuku is one of the oldest traditional Japanese sweet. But the original Daifuku is not ice cream, actually. The inside of Daifuku is a rice cake, and the inside the rice cake, it has sweet red beans. But this is ice cream. So, and the appearance and the texture and the taste looks very, very similar to Daifuku. That's why Lotte named this item Daifuku, Yukimi Daifuku. Yukimi is, the snow. So it's combination between snow and original traditional rice cake Daifuku, and together it's going to become the ice cream Daifuku, Yukimi Daifuku, and the chocolate Daifuku. And I think it's time limited, only this season, or not, maybe not. But here, it's really amazing, and you never ever taste before. I can't believe it. It's really soft, and it's actually, you see, chocolate ice inside. If you never tried before this one in Japan, you should try. You definitely should try, because you can purchase this one at only 90 or 80 cents, and you can purchase at any convenience stores in Japan. You will not miss one. This is the best. And it's actually the Japanese, the Japanese ice cream, convenience store, convenience ice cream. So from here, I would like to introduce you a very interesting story explaining why Japanese middle-aged men like me, especially Japanese middle-aged men in 40s and 50s, are struggling. So it's a little bit long article. So I want to convey precisely. So that's why I'm going to use ChatGPT to read this article.
The unfortunate circumstances of the employment Ice Age generation continue. Ice Age generation faces slow wage increases, shocks the nation. The unfortunate circumstances of the employment Ice Age generation, who struggled to find jobs during the difficult period from the late 1990s to the 2000s after the burst of the economic bubble, continue. This generation, now in their 40s to early 50s, faces slower wage growth compared to other generations, even among regular employees. The proportion of them in managerial positions is also lower. If this situation continues, there is a risk that in the future, a growing elderly population with poor economic power could lead to an unexpectedly heavy burden on Social Security. Quoted from Nihon Keizai Shimbun, Ice Age generation faces slow promotions and wage increases, concerns about Social Security in old age. July 27, 2024, the so-called employment Ice Age generation, who entered society during the late 1990s to the 2000s, after the bubble burst, has been excluded from the recent wage increase rush in various industries, according to a disappointing statistic presented in an article by Nihon Keizai Shimbun. The news has quickly caused a stir both domestically and internationally. This news is disappointing beyond words. However, fundamentally, the recent trend of wage increases in society primarily aims to attract talented personnel and prevent them from moving to other companies, which inevitably benefits the younger generation, in their 20s and 30s, more. This generation, now in their 50s, in the Reiwa era, does not have high demand in the labor market due to their age. Despite the current seller's market, companies do not have strong incentives to increase wages to prevent this generation from leaving. Additionally, since this generation does not have a high proportion in managerial positions, they are not able to benefit much from fundamental upward revisions to salary tables by position, so-called base-up. Nearly half have assets below 5 million yen. The fact that the Ice Age generation is being left behind in terms of wage increases is also disadvantaging them in terms of asset formation. According to the aforementioned article, nearly half of the Ice Age generation hold less than 5 million yen in financial assets. It would not
500
be an
million yen
exaggeration to call
equals
them a
to
tragic generation that has borne the brunt of modern Japan's consequences.
$35,000
Hey,
in
it wasn't
financial
just the Ice Age generation. The Lehman Shock generation also went through a tough time, some might argue, and they would have a point. However, the Lehman Shock generation had the opportunity to move during the short-lived job-hopping bubble that occurred a few years later, with many securing positions at well-paying companies. This was possible because the first Ice Age generation had served as a cautionary tale. The Lehman Shock generation, instead of easily becoming freeders due to job scarcity, chose to cling to regular employment, weathering the storm, which worked out for them. They are conveniently counted on as buyers. Despite being politically, socially, and economically neglected, the Ice Age generation possesses the characteristic of being the last population mass layer in Japan. In recent years, the content industry has been actively releasing reboot works of anime and games, most of which are works that colored the impressionable youth of the Ice Age generation. Although they were immediately crushed and abandoned upon entering society, and their life plans were greatly derailed afterward, they are conveniently counted on as a market due to their large population volume. They continue to have their favorite works from their impressionable periods remade and reused in the Reiwa era. For generations younger than them, the declining birth rate is prominent, and with the advent of the internet and SNS, content has continued to diversify, making it difficult for works that represent the era to emerge. Consequently, remakes targeting the Ice Age generation do not have as large a market and are less profitable. Their influence will increase after the baby boom generation is gone. Although they have been treated poorly in various ways, their large population volume means that they will play an important role in determining Japan's future. In about 10 years, the baby boom generation, who are now mostly late-stage elderly, will mostly pass away. Those who do not pass away will see a significant reduction in voting behavior. As a result, the Ice Age generation's voice and influence in democracy will relatively rise sharply. The wealth accumulated by the older generation with abundant financial assets will first be passed on to the bubble generation before it eventually reaches the Ice Age generation. Of course, inheritance taxes and other factors will mean that the portion will decrease with each generational transfer. The generations that have freely created schemes to exploit their successors will pass away, leaving behind only the exploitative schemes. Will they become the exploiters or stop the cycle of exploitation? The Ice Age generation will face a major choice. Will they use these schemes to enjoy the fruits for themselves this time, or will they break the chain of exploitation that has plagued their generation and leave a share for the next generation, even if it means taking on the pain themselves?
So, actually, this article is very, very long. So, it will take more time to complete this article. So, if you are interested in the whole article, I'm going to put whole article in the description of this video. So, please read the rest of the article. It's very, very interesting. So, to make a long story short, the unfortunate generation, which is called the Employment Ice Age generation, Japanese people who were born between like 1970s and 1970s, and most of them are now in late 40s and early 50s, exactly in my generation. So many of us actually in my age, in my generation, are still single, and I mean, most of us possess only 35,000 financial assets or less. So, and then as article explains that now it's the job market has been the seller's market due to the labor shortage, and especially here in Japan, the declining birth rate and the declining entire population. So it's seller's market, but this is only happening in the people in 20s and 30s, not in 40s and 50s. The 40s and 50s are regarded as the managerial positions, but most of them are not managerial positions. So, and the people like not in the managerial positions cannot find the good jobs, the good salaries, and this is the reality. And actually, and this generation represents the biggest, how do you say, the age group in Japanese population. So, and my generation and the employment ice age generation is also called the second baby boom. So I was born in 1974, and there were total over like 2 million new babies born in 1974. And now, currently, Japan has like just 700,000 new baby borns in one year. It's less than 2 times smaller than what we had in 1974. And so that's why we have been growing in the really tough competition, and everything was competition. The school education and the college, universities, and the job seeking. So everything. And I remember that when I was in high school, when I wanted to go to the college, like we had to apply like 40 or 50 universities to get into and to enter, to be accepted. Now we had to take the entrance examination, like 30 schools or 40 schools. And then many of us actually spent 1 more year to enter, to be accepted the university or college. And it's 1 year between a high school graduate and a fresh year in the college. So, and then most of us just went to the prep school 1 year or 2 years to enter, to be accepted the college or universities. And maybe 30% or 40% of us experienced this difficult time. And also when we try to find job, after graduating our college, I remember that I applied like 40 or 50 companies, but I was accepted only one company out of 40 or 50s. So that is called employment ice age generation. And many of us actually gave up to enter the society, to join the companies, and most of us actually became like part-time job or just a contract workers. So that is the worst generations, just the worst era for the Japanese history. And we were so unlucky and unfortunate. So that's why when I first read this article, I couldn't think about. So this is the right story. This is exactly explaining why we are struggling now. So if you are interested in reading the whole entire article, please read the entire article. I just put into this. I just into the article into this description box of this video. So the video game of today is Street Fighter 2, but this is not the ordinary Street Fighter 2 of Super Nintendo Entertainment System. This is the Game Boy Street Fighter 2. I'm not sure if you are familiar with this game. It's Street Fighter 2. So now, today I'm going to play with this special connector between Game Boy software and Super Nintendo Entertainment System. So, as you can see, I think I should connect with the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and this is called the Super Game Boy. The special cartridge. You can put the Game Boy cartridge into here and connect the Super Famicom. So let's take a look. Yep. Oh, nope. Sometimes connection is not good. Okay, here you go. Here you go. It doesn't say Hadouken. Oh my god. No. It's too hard. It's too hard. It's much harder than the Super Famicom. It doesn't say Hadouken. No. Oh my god. Not. Oh my god. I cannot believe this. I couldn't make any point. I think I should change the level. I think I can change the level from harder to easy. Let's take a look. Here you have option, and you can select the game level from easy to hard, and I just chose easiest. Okay, let's go again. Maybe no, please. Sorry, I was not going. I didn't intend to choose Ryu as opponent. So okay, again, the easiest level, and I'm going to go with Ken and no. Yeah. Hadouken. Shoryuken 出ない。Shoryuken だ。旋風脚のダメだな。あ、出たい。旋風脚。旋風脚上げ。昇竜拳。出ない。Oh my god. No, stop. 勝利権じゃないか。It's hard to operate. 難しいな、出ないし。昇竜拳、波動拳、波動拳、波動拳、波動拳。Time is up. Time was up. Okay, second round. I just lost. Okay, much. No, 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 no. Oh my god. Hadouken. 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 Shoryuken. 旋風脚、旋風脚。どっちだ？Oh, I'm on the right side. I didn't. Oh my god, I didn't real. No way. It's too difficult. Let's forget about this game. Just you know, I think it's, I don't know. It was a good game or bad game at that time. Maybe I don't think it wasn't really a good game. Anyway, compared to the Game Boy and the Super Famicom, oh my god. Yeah, much easier. So easy. Too easier. Too much easier. So easier. Much easier. But 와, 나가봐. 오.